This video is created for educational purposes only and doesn't constitute financial advice. All financial decisions are your personal responsibility. Before getting started, make sure you understand the risks and are prepared for them. Hey, it's Simon. Let me ask you something right away. Do you ever look in the mirror in the morning and say, maybe I'll start a new life on Monday? And then, back to the job you hate, eating leftovers, following someone else's instructions. Meanwhile, others are out there enjoying life, buying cars, homes, traveling. Sound familiar? Look, no jokes. Today, I'm gonna show you my system, something that could become your entry point into a new space. Trading. No magic buttons, no complicated jargon, just clear steps, the same ones I use myself and share with people who are just starting out. All you need to begin is a smartphone. In my 10 years in this field, I've learned something important. People don't need a textbook, they need an action plan, something they can actually test, right here, right now. So if you're ready to stop waiting for the perfect moment and actually try, watch this till the end. It's clear, straight to the point, and it might just be what you've been looking for. Let's go. Chances are you've already seen people enter the market with confidence, knowing exactly what they're doing. Not because they are geniuses, but because at some point they started observing the process. In my trading community, link in the description and pinned comment, I go live every day and walk you through my decision making. Where I enter, where I hold off, what I pay attention to, and what I ignore. Why I act the way I do. Members can simply watch, understand the logic behind it all, and apply it at their own pace. No overload, no heavy theory. This is not a course or a challenge. It's a live working process and you can join anytime. Links below, jump in and I'll show you a few key techniques. The platform is open, everything's ready for trading. Today is a calm session where I'm sticking to my usual approach. No rush, step by step, based on observation. I see a familiar pattern. After an active move, a more restrained phase begins. At this stage, I decide to act carefully, leaning toward a weakening of momentum. A calm start. The first step is always observation and checking the current conditions. Everything's going according to plan. The price moved upward for a long stretch and now it's slowing down. That could signal a shift in dynamics. I decide to go in the opposite direction. These situations teach us to notice not just the movement but its speed. Very helpful for building attentiveness. The indicator returned to an area where similar setups occurred before. I decide to go short based on past reactions. This setup confirms early observations. It's fascinating how often the chart repeats behavior in similar situations. After a period of fluctuation, a smooth upward move appears. Supporting signals reinforce the idea of continuation. I go with the new direction. A good moment to train responsiveness and flexible thinking, especially when the rhythm changes. So, how's it feeling so far? If you're watching this video, it means you're genuinely interested, and that's already a great first step. I've never been a fan of dry lectures. Instead, I use a dialogue format. I analyze the market, people ask questions, and everything moves at a calm, clear pace. We don't push theory. We open the chart, assess the situation, and explain the logic behind the decision we make. If you want to jump in and take a look, click the link in the pinned comment. Everything's open and easy to follow. The price holds within a tight range and is approaching a zone where it previously reversed. I go long. These kinds of zones may seem boring, but they often provide the most stable, reliable information. I'm observing an accumulation phase. There are signs that the market might be preparing for a more active move. I decide to go long. An interesting episode, useful for those learning to wait and not rush decisions. After the recent rise, the price has returned to an area where it previously slowed down. I decide to try short and observe how it unfolds. The mid-session results confirms, trust your observations and don't rush your conclusions. A sharp spike just occurred, but it's not supported by other signals that could point to a temporary overreaction. I open a cautious short position. A great example of why it's important to consider not just the movement, but also whether it's backed by supporting factors. After the spike, a clear slowdown, indicators are returning to calm levels, I decide to trade toward reduced activity. A solid session, everything went at a steady pace. Once again, we saw how consistency and observation lead to confidence. The key is not to rush and to follow the plan. What do you think? Trading is not just about charts and numbers, it's about mindset. It's about how you look at situations, what questions you ask yourself, and how you learn to slow down and make thoughtful decisions. What you've seen in this video is just a part of the process. The real value comes with consistency. That's exactly what I try to build inside my community, helping people develop their own perspective and confidence. Live sessions happen regularly, trades are analyzed in real time. And the most important part, you're not doing this alone. I'm here, I answer, I support those who genuinely want to understand how the market works from the inside. You can join at any moment. You don't need to know anything in advance. Just come in, watch, ask questions if you want, and slowly you start to get into it. Links in the pinned comment. Everything's open. It was great sharing this format with you. I hope you found something valuable in it. And if you're ready to take the next step, I'll see you inside the community.